Good morning. I'm delighted to introduce two people at Cisco that I really love you to hear about. Emma and Olivia. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, Emma Folson. I'm in the partner organisation for the Australian New Zealand business for Cisco, looking after distribution.
Olivia Langborn, so I work as a public sector account manager for New South Wales.
And I understand both of you are part of the top female talent program at Cisco. Can you explain a little bit what is this program about?
That's correct. So we have a top female talent program at Cisco, and that's in collaboration with the Innovation Central at Brisbane. So it's a program over 8 months where we have a leadership training and a connection among our women at Cisco. Emma and I were both selected to be part of that program, and we have a hackathon where we identify a challenge that we see in the industry or in our business that we're going to tackle over a 12 weeks program, so through design thinking and prototyping.
Tell me more about how this hackathon thing worked.
It was a 2-day design thinking course, kind of a crash course on around just getting out of your comfort zone, thinking about how we could potentially incorporate AI into our organisation and potentially our partners and customers. It was really quite an intense 2 days where at the back of it, we had to come out with a problem statement around how could we, leveraging AI, how could we address this issue? And so, yeah, kind of the problem statement for us was Cisco has a really strong business that addresses enterprise accounts, mid-market accounts, and SMB. We don't necessarily have the human resources to really address every single quote that comes through in probably the SMB market. And so how can we potentially leverage AI to engage that long-tail partner community who are servicing that SMB market? There's quite a big opportunity there.
And what was the specific problem that, in the SMB you said you don't have the human resources, but if you had the human resources, how will it be different?
Yeah, we see a problem with being able to follow up on quotes in a timely manner. So if a quote goes out through Cisco to follow up with those quotes, I work as account manager, so I know the people in our organizations who works with multiple customers, and they want to engage with all of them. So this is a way for them to help and follow up on those quotes more efficiently through our channel partners. So that's the challenge that we see. And we were identifying areas in how we could solve this challenge and see that AI is an exceptional way to help our sales people and our channel to be more efficient and boost sales performance.
There's multiple quotes come in, right? Yeah. And we have limited resources, which who typically will focus on those that require a bit more of attention, personalized attention. But if we could give personalized attention to all of them, maybe it will be better. But give us an idea of what's the order of magnitude. How many quotes we are talking about here? Why couldn't a human be doing this?
So in my role, I work with our distributors, and at any given time within a month period, as an example, they're pumping out about 10,000 quotes. Yeah, that's a huge number of quotes. A lot of the time, partners are just requesting information and it's sent out. There may be some email automation around it, but it's not. We're really trying to drive more intelligence around that engagement. So it is very hard for our distributors, Cisco team to follow up all of these quotes. The revenue opportunity is quite large as well. So if we think about the conversion rate, it's roughly around 15%. So if we can bump that up by another further 5%, can you imagine the difference? And I think the bigger opportunity here, the more customers that we can touch, the more partners that we can meaningfully engage with information that makes sense to them in a timely manner, it just really helps the Cisco brand, and it helps us to be able to grow our business and convert.
So in a way, it will give, if we were to have this AI agent or whatever we want to call it, it will help to provide more context to a quote that today is automated but doesn't have any context. Make it more meaningful and therefore more likely to succeed, but also probably create higher loyalty, right? Because you feel that you're being heard, right? You're asking for a quote from Cisco. Ideally should be something that you feel that relates to you, and it may create more of that loyalty. Is that what you guys work?
Definitely. So that is transferable to meaningful knowledge and information that we can share with our customers. So it just helps us being more well informed in the way we communicate and in the way we make decisions, really.
One thing I really like is when you said just 5 percentage points more, right? Because sometimes people think, oh, if we could just solve this, double or triple, you just don't need it. It's just a little more.
Exactly.
Every time doing it slightly better, that makes a huge business impact. And in this case, you're talking about 10,000 quotes. Clearly will make a difference in our business.
And I think as well, when we look at kind of the long tail space, a lot of the quotes might be a basic bill of materials or a basic Cisco solution. So this is where I think our account managers don't necessarily need to be actively involved in every one of those style of opportunities. If we have an AI agent that can essentially provide the right information to the partner in a timely manner and can provide feedback on that bill of materials, the sales cycle speeds up, the customer gets what they need, and the partner is able to sell, and their business also obviously benefits because they're able to provide a fantastic service to their customer.
And the one thing that I like as well is that, for AI to be successful, you need to have data available, right? That is a structure that is useful. And this is a case where we definitely at Cisco have that. Many years of that kind of data, those quotes that we have created. In this case, we also know when a quote comes, what's the customer? We can infer what industry they're in, what vertical. We know the partner. We know how well they work in different technologies and therefore where they may need some more support. And then the disties that have created their own practices around Cisco, providing them this extra knowledge should help them also do better business.
It gives us the ability to have multiple Emmas or multiple Olivias, and it's not necessarily replacing us at all. We're just able to do more and be more efficient in how we go about our roles and where we focus our energies.
We are creating a team within IT and operations at global level that will rapid prototype this type of agents. As you know, these days, to do an agent, you don't even need to know programming. So it can be done by itself fairly quickly.
Very exciting. It's a good opportunity.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your time today.